Anderson Silva versus Jake Paul in October. Let's go. Finally, we're going to see if Jake Paul is really made of it. You know, Tyron Woodley was an okay MMA fighter, but Anderson Silva is a real striking deal. He's gone into boxing. He's 45 years old or 44. I don't know. But before we start, like, subscribe, support your boy. We're trying to get to 10k. And yeah, support your boy. 10k. Also, Patreon down below if you want to support me. All the money I get from my Patreon will go to making better content for you guys. But alright, boys. Who's going to win this fight? I mean, I just got to say, this is impeccable matchmaking from Jake Paul. You know, KSI versus Jake Paul. But here's the thing, if he loses to Anderson Silva, he's still going to have credibility. And that is the thing that Jake Paul needs to really focus on, is that if he loses, he still have credibility to put people into seats when he fights next. But if he wins, he will get a really big reward from it. And I think Anderson Silva hits all the boxes. He's a striking genius. His highlight reel is bigger than Yanan. And he's gone into boxing. He has boxed before. He's got a good record in boxing. He's a great record in MMA. He's a good star. He's a big star. This will sell pay-per-view buys. And this is perfect matchmaking. Tommy Fury, he's known, but he didn't put people into seats, you know. He didn't, you know, if Tommy Fury's fighting, you're always watching. Anderson Silva is that type of guy, and he is such a pay-per-view king, and this will sell a lot. Because Anderson Silva, he's not like... Anderson Silva and GSP are not trash talkers. But, you know, the arts do the talking, and that is what Anderson Silva is about. He's about the highlight reel. He is so good at just making people watch him. And yeah, this is an amazing matchmaking. You know, well done, Jake Paul. This will be an amazing fight. And who will win this fight? Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva. Who will win? And I think this is Anderson Silva's body finally gonna quit on him? It hasn't until now, but it did it like at the end in MMA. But MMA is a completely different thing, because you know, he went bin off MMA. I don't want to take these leg kicks to the leg. He injured against Chris Weidman. I think that was the thing. You know, his leg never fully healed up. He went into there too quickly against Nick Diaz afterwards, and yeah, and then he started racking up the losses, and he finally got cut. But in boxing, it is all about the arts that he knows and loves. He's so good at it. I don't not understand how he's so good at the boxing. I mean, like, oh my god, him against Tito Ortiz, did you watch that? Or him against Chavez Jr. He's still got it in him at age 45. It shouldn't be possible, but he does. You know, he does. He's so good at it. And then Jake Paul. Tyron Woodley fight, the second one, was awful. It was very, like, clumsy. It wasn't, like, he didn't stand about high the jab as he used to against the first Tyron Woodley fight, but who cares? He got the knockouts. People, he got the highlight reel. You know, this will, oh my god, the Tyron Woodley knockout is pitch perfect. One of the best knockouts to happen in 2021, and Jesus Christ, it gained a lot of traction. The fight was awful, but he's had a lot of, like, he had a training camp where he didn't fight someone. And, like, Leon Edwards had just shown how valuable that can be, to have multiple training camps and just not turn into anything. It's such a good learning experience. You know, Leon Edwards, what is he now? Welterweight champion of the world, knocked out the pound for pound #1. You get what I mean? Like, it's so valuable to people to learn and get training camps, and then, like, the fight doesn't happen. You feel rock bottom, but it's such a good learning curve, and it will be for Jake Paul as well. And I think that this will be an absolute stand-up battle. And if Jake Paul is as good as he was in the Tyron Woodley fights, he will get schooled in this fight. He will look like a clown, because Anderson Silva knows boxing. You can't just stand with Anderson Silva and not have a good game plan against him. It will make you look foolish. And that is also a thing. Anderson Silva will sometimes put his hands down at his hips or do something like that to annoy him. And will Jake Paul go at that? Will he try to, like, go against him then and look foolish? Because Michael Bisping did this great when Anderson Silva did the same. He just did the same, you know. I'm not going to fight if you're not going to fight. You get what I mean? Like, it was amazing from him. But is Jake Paul as, like, headed? Because he's a very emotional guy, you know. He wants to knock you the fuck out. And if you're going to just taunt him like that, will he take that lightly? I don't think he will. Because, like, he's such a, like, killer mindset. And it's kill or be killed for him. And if he gets looked foolish and the crowd goes wild while he misses like a big overhand, Anderson Silva just standing there on his hips, will the crowd be like, whoa, Anderson Silva did something amazing? Because none of the people that he's fought has done something good against him like that. I mean, Woodley did hurt him, but it wasn't the same, you know. He got cleared by the ropes, you know. He didn't look foolish from it. He still won the fight, and that was so late in the fight that Jake Paul had already won a majority of the rounds because Tyron Woodley didn't throw as much. You get what I mean? But this is Jake Paul and KSI are on a collision course. You get what I mean? They have one goal in mind, and that is to fight each other and get so much money from it. It will be amazing. Everyone will get so much money. The managers, everyone, the promoter, everyone will get in so much money. But if Jake Paul beats Anderson Silva, what's next for him? Because he will probably have 2 fights before that happens in 2023. If he beats Anderson Silva, what's next for him? I don't like Nathan Diaz. I think that is the next shout because yes, it will be a step backwards, but also it will sell a lot of money. But he can't find a professional boxer and like go above KSI because I think he wants to go against KSI first. First for family pride, and second of all, it will make so much money. Like it will be so many pay-per-view buys. It will be more than KSI versus Logan Paul 2, which gained it was 2 million pay-per-view buys, as said Eddie Hearn, you know. And yeah, it will be great. And like he can't just move above him like that, you know. That's not smart business. And Jake Paul is first of all an entertainer, second of all a businessman, and yeah, he is smart. I know he looks dumb and he sounds dumb often, but he is a smart bloke, and I don't think he will want to skip that fight. So yeah, if he beats Anderson Silva, I think it will be by knockout, because like you watched him in the Tommy Fury camp, you know, he really bulked up and they're really trying to like gain up power because he is a big hitter, and I think they're really leaning into that because he can't really outbox Anderson Silva without getting very tired, because Anderson Silva is a really good scrapper. He's been doing this for 20 years straight. So I think that it is 2 options there. It is Anderson Silva on points or Jake Paul by knockout. And I think Jake Paul will destroy him by knockout. I think he will get another highlight finish, and then he will go on the mic and absolutely put it to KSI's face and say, in Wembley 2023, and then they will actually make it official. That's what I think will happen. If you like this content, my name's been Lee. Subscribe to the LTK channel, and I'll see you all later. Peace.